Hi, my name is Jody Guerra. I'm with Excelsior Classes, and this is Book Banter, a video blog or blog in which we tell you what you should be reading next. And today we'll be talking about stories from the subcontinent, stories about India or by Indian authors or about Mumbai. It's a short collection of books for today, mostly because there are so many wonderful authors that we could talk about. So I encourage you to check out works by Salman Rushdie, also by Jhumpa Lahiri and Arundhati Roy, all of whom are fabulous and phenomenal writers. But today I want to talk about three of my favorites. And one is this one. It's called Sister of My Heart, and it's by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. And I just love her stories. The humans are just so wonderful. They're accessible. They feel like people that you might know. And I almost instantly feel some sort of connection to especially the females in her story. This particular one, Sister of My Heart, follows two cousins, Sudha and then also Anju. And they take turns telling the story within the novel itself. I don't want to give away any plot twists, but or spoilers. But in the book, one of them moves to America to start a life with her new husband, and the other is back in India. There are some family secrets that come out, and this book, I just love it because it really is about the bonds of friendship and family. And Mrs. Divakaruni is a creative writing instructor at the University of Houston, and I just think a lot of her work. She has a number of novels, and I encourage you to check them out. They're all great. Another one that I've read recently it's a novella. It's very short. How short that is. I mean, it is literally 110 pages or 11 pages long. This one is by Vivek Shanbhag, and this story is, oh my goodness, I haven't read a book like this since Philip Roth's American Pastoral. The tension in this book, just the feeling of something is not right and something bad is going to happen in this very small work. It's a tight work of fiction, and it's about a young man who is married, and he lives with his family, including his uncle. The uncle has a very successful herb or spice business, and you just know that something bad is going to happen. It's a really wonderfully done. The person who translated this, I just want to give them a hand because I can't imagine the language, everything is it's just wonderful. Vivek has won a lot of awards, and he is currently like a writer in residence at the University of Iowa, I believe. But I would highly recommend this book. I wanted to tell you what Gachar Gochar meant, and it kind of means in the jacket tells you it's a nonsense phrase meaning something tangled beyond repair. In other words, like you've got that knot and you just can't get it all undone or untied. It's just hopelessly tangled and twisted. And it's just wonderful. I really recommend it. It's a great book. And then finally, my last recommendation, it's a hard one to read because it's really a nonfiction true account, and it's by Catherine Boo. Can y'all see it? Catherine Boo, and it's called Behind the Beautiful Forevers. The subtitle of the book is Life, Death, and Hope in a Mumbai Undercity. And Catherine Boo she has won a Pulitzer Prize herself for public service. She's primarily a journalist and like an investigative reporter. This book it has won so many awards. It's won the Pulitzer. No, it didn't win the Pulitzer. It's won the National Book Award. It's won a PEN Award. It's one of New York Times top books of the year. It's really a gut-wrenching, heart-rending, but you can't put it away novel or I'm sorry, it's not a novel, it's a nonfiction account in which Boo, and it's really wonderful how she does this work. It almost reads like a memoir because she does not insert herself into the story. She herself is not really a character in the book. So she is chronicling these various families and their lives within this, it's called Anawadi. It's a slum city near the airport in Mumbai, which was formerly called Bombay. And again, I guess I just have a thing for memoirs with poverty themes, but this is one where the resilience of some of these people is just amazing. And so I think it's a phenomenal work. I think it's a very unique work, as I said, but just because of how she writes the story, how she details it, it does not read like a typical nonfiction work. But she does detail in her author's note and in other places that, how she did her research for the book, how she did the interviews and, the translators that she worked with and that sort of thing. So I highly recommend it. Again, it's called Behind the Beautiful Forevers. It's a great title, having to do with this large bulletin board that is blocking, you can't see the slum city at the airport because of this wonderful billboard, which is like hiding what's really going on behind it. In other words, it's like this facade keeping the growth of this undercity from encroaching and ruining your trip into Mumbai. But I hope that you'll check some of these out. Maybe you have another one that's one of your favorites, maybe something by Jhumpa Lahiri or maybe one of Salman Rushdie's books. I'd love to hear it in the comments. But until next time, I hope you have great joy in your reading lives. Bye-bye.